All right. Happy Tuesday, everyone. Greg Dixon here from Shared Visions Unlimited, Publishing and Marketing. And today I'm going to use a mind map to illustrate the what some of the things we do with publishing and marketing. Um, I'm just going to talk a little bit about mind mapping. I uh, Years and years ago published a little review of Tony Bazan's book on mind mapping, and I probably made quite a few $100s in referral fees from Amazon when you could still do that. Just on that mind mapping thing, I just really love the contact, the concept, and you can really map almost anything. If you've got an idea for a business, you can sit down and then put it out in a few minutes. All the ideas, all the considerations. If you've got a book, you can map that out. Um, Even Bonnie the other day was looking for some way of keeping track of all the people she met in networking, and you could do that, making notes. Anyway, I could probably get and use this one mind map I created and do a presentation for 15 minutes a day, every day for the next couple of months. But I'm just going to give you an overview of what we're doing here. Okay, so I'll make this full size. So the idea with a mind map is that you have a number of nodes that you can just keep on adding to. And here, right now, I've got the three things. Basically, there's nothing to publish unless you create something. So that's there. And then publishing and marketing. I split these out. We combine all of these at some point. So it's but here we can explore. So the mind map in general, you can keep on going out infinitely in any direction. And you can see here, I've got quite a few things, and it's maybe a little bit frightening, somewhat. So here, but I'm just going to go out one level here, and then let's just go quickly over, let's say, the creation part here. I'm going to go out one level, and and here there's about the planning. This is often when we're publishing, we're dealing with people who've come and gone through all this process on their own. But if somebody is thinking about writing a course or writing a book, then this is where they start. And we start with brainstorming and subject ideas and note collecting, and even things here like the note collecting. There are all sorts of things. We use Google Drive a lot. Some people like using recipe cards. Notes app can be really good. Email to self, journaling, any way you want to do it. Um, Bonnie wants some kind of device where she can handwrite on it, and then remarkable, and then convert it to notes. So that may appeal to you. Anyway, whatever way you do it, post-it notes, 2,000 post-it notes, however you want to do it, put it on a whiteboard, all those kinds of things. Anything you want to do. Everybody's got their own way of doing these things. So let's just collapse that, and you know the outlining here. I'll just go over that a bit here. So there are various things. One of the ways of doing outlining is this mind map. They're either an indented list or a mind map can work. And then for writing tool, I use this for formatting and publishing. It's called Atticus.io. It's actually a pretty good writing tool, and you could block it out by chapter, and you could just simply move the chapters around. It's actually a pretty good tool. And one of these days soon, I'm going to feature all of that. So here, I'm going to collapse that down, and here's today. Today is mostly going to be talking about publishing. So I'm just going to go over the kinds of things we do here. And one is like what is publishing? And this is the other thing tool is that you can put a little note, and they can be as simple as complex or whatever it is. You can have links, you can have all sorts of stuff. Even those little notes could be, ideas, the equivalent to your little post-it notes when you're writing your content. Anyway, I define publishing as just making something available for others to see or hear. I can hide that there, and I'm just going to expand this out another level. And this is the kind of thing we do with Shared Visions Unlimited. And there's the print books, can do help with ebooks, websites, blogs, articles, video, audio, multimedia, flip books, and magazines. I really, in some of the ways we're using, I use a flip book to for my our book clients to preview the formatting, and it works really well. Email, and then one of my specialties is because I have a background in creating online courses, is multimedia membership portals. So that those are the kinds of things we help with. And I'm just going to collapse this down again. And then why publish? So I actually think there's probably as many ways of why people might want to publish as there are people in the world. But here are some of the main ideas. One is you want to help others. You've built up some knowledge, you have some insights, and you want to help other people. And then with stories, maybe you just want to tell, write poems or write novels or short stories, or even tell stories, family stories, and personal stories. Yeah, just sharing, really. We humans have been sharing since they could figured out how to scratch stuff on cave walls. uh, so create authority. So like if you're published a book, nothing creates a authority for you as a book. You've got something people can put in their hands. It's available, and it's just, oh, I wrote the book on that subject, whatever it is. The other thing is just get it out of your head. Sometimes things are haunting you. Like there's things that you just need to write down, and you need to, if you don't even publish it and give it away to somebody, just go through the process and get it out of there, then move on to something else. Um, creates celebrity. So some of the people who write a book and can end up being invited onto television interviews, broadcasts, podcasts, that kind of things. Again, this is back to help people teach skills and strategies about things, because maybe you have a special knowledge about how to do things. For businesses, sometimes create a lead magnet, uh, something you can give away. At least it's something really easy. If you've got a strategy, and you can give a book away to somebody so they get an idea of that strategy, and so they can decide if you're the person to help them with implement that strategy. And attract the business point of view. The other thing, and I'm going to do this for myself, is just the joy of creation. I'm going to launch on a book project in the next while, and I'm not really that worried about what it's going to do, other than I just want to write it and create it. And here again, yeah, become a guest speaker. We've had one of our book clients who really just, his thing is his calling card to get on to be a podcast and a broadcast guest. And then others, you can use it to sell your products and services. If you've ever bought anything from Dan Kennedy, you'll know that there's links to all sorts of things, and in some ways there's tons of information on it, but it's also lots of invitations to purchase more things. Okay, so why publish? That's the one thing, and I'm going to fold that down here. And I'm just going to go through a little bit here about the process of a print book. So Betty Withrow and I help people publish print books mostly. We do an ebook and Kindle, but a lot of the people we work with, their primary mission is to get a print book out. We use Amazon KDP as the first approach here, and here why you'd want to do it. For one, you can get your own free account. The sales royalties go to you. There's a worldwide market, a great platform, and you can leverage with marketing. It's really, some people said that Amazon is a fabulous search engine. You can find all sorts of stuff and link everything. And you can also, we've gone through the process we've had with Rocket Norton's Lost in Space. We paid for a number of printings where we, put out quite a bit of money, ended up with boxes of, say, 200 copies at a time. It's a lot of money out, and it takes you a long time to recoup. With the Amazon KDP, is you put it up there, and you can order as many copies for yourself as you want, and you can order copies to send to people, and it's a pretty cost efficient way of doing it. you don't clog up your closets with books. So here, and yeah, so we also do something similar with Ingram Spark as a platform, and it's similar to KDP. Again, you have a free account, and the reason we do this is if you're interested in getting your books into Barnes and Noble and libraries and other places, Ingram Spark is one of the ways of going about doing it. And the process is pretty similar with KDP, with Amazon KDP, and the book quality and the pricing pretty similar. So, and okay, but there are going to be some of you out there uh, might be interested in a traditional publisher, and I'm just going to run through the benefits of that. So, there's the Prestige. You've got published by a very big publishing house. Hay Books or something like that. That looks pretty good. You may get an advance ahead of time if you're well known and they think they're going to sell a lot. You can get paid ahead in order to create it. Lots of movies about that. Help in every step. You're going to have a team that's going to help you with the outlining and with the planning, the writing, the editing, everything, wide distribution, and possible marketing support. I say possible because just because a publisher publishes it doesn't mean they actually do the marketing for you. So it's you still almost have to plan on doing the marketing yourself. And here, what are the challenges? Okay, for one, you may need a book agent. Um, it can be simply a job in itself, sending out query letters to all the possible book agents, all the possible publishers for your book, and there's no guarantee that anybody will take you up on it. And even if they do take it up, it could be years before it's published. So, if you got your book accepted in 2024, it may come out in 2026, and you know, uh, maybe it's maybe that's not the best route for you. Okay, so I'm just gonna collapse this down again, and then here's what I do. This Shared Visions Unlimited is what we help with the process. We can help you with all the planning. We can help you with the writing. That's a lot of it's cheerleading, but we'll give you some examples of how to do it. We can help you with editing, book design, cover design, and then multiple formats. This is kind of what makes me different than almost anybody else. Is we cover all of these things. So we do, but when Betty and I are submitting the book, we'll put it up on Amazon and also Ingram Spark. And I'm more and more almost always will create a flip book of the book. I'm finding a flip book is a very good way to get a preview copy in the hands of our authors. Yeah, they can look through it and check the formatting, make some corrections. That's more convenient than a PDF. And then this is my thing. It's a digital experience edition, and so my interest is in creating online courses and multimedia memberships. And so what I use a course platform. I use Kartra, but you can use almost any course platform for this. And within the digital experience edition, you can have PDFs. For example, in Rocket Norton's Life Vault, the Rocket Norton Vault, we have PDF versions of all 5 of his books, including Rocket Norton Lost in Space. If I were to do it over again, I would put flip book versions of all those things in there. And then there could be an audio book version of it. We have with Bill Almond's Tales from the Turkey Table. By next Christmas, we're hoping to have an audio reading of all of the stories. And then because it's multimedia, you can put video in there, which could include interviews, readings, all sorts of stuff, related kinds of things, articles. And if you've got a course material, of course, there could be some kind of quiz or exam, personality quiz, a bunch more stuff. And and you can sell the whole thing as a course or a membership. And so that's the digital experience edition. Over here we have the audio book and the video. So really, that put the multimedia in the publishing here. And yeah, so that's the publishing part of it. And I think I'm gonna more or less leave that at that for now. And the marketing part we'll leave for another day. And I'll just give you a little preview. With my collaboration, Betty Withrow and I help with the publishing and marketing for authors. We also work with Roy DeCan, who's in North Carolina, and we have various elaborate marketing scheme there that we do. It's similar to what we do with the books as well. Roy has this thing called Conversion Alchemy, which is an AI tool to acquire leads and bring it into an email sequence of things. And then I have my publishing sales machine, which I'll just go over again because this is my publishing day. So, and this is, again, the printed books, the digital experience edition, sales page, and marketing. Everything is, all the marketing we talked about. And I'm just going to go over the sales page here, which is kind of magic. And what I like to do is rather than, there are two things. You can sell things through Amazon and Ingram Spark and various places, or you can take the money yourself. So I'm in favor of combining the digital experience edition with the print book, taking a payment for that gives them instant access. I think if I expand this, okay. Benefits here. Okay, I might as well do the benefits while I'm here. Okay, for one is somebody's interested in the book, they sign up for it, they get the digital experience edition to it right away. They can start reading it. From my point of view, we receive the money right away, so we've got money in the bank, and then we start building a mailing list, and there's more margin to it. So at the end of the day, you can make more money selling the bundle here this way than by sending people to Amazon, have Amazon sell it, and eventually some money will trickle into your bank account. And one of the reasons why we get people to have their own Amazon account and go through that way is because I've known many people who've gone through some kind of book consultant, somebody else has published it, and they've never ever received any payment for it, and they don't know how many sales there were. It's just kind of gone into a black hole. So I really advocate for, as much as possible, we take you through we submit the book for you. We can do all that stuff, but it's really out of your account. And if you really don't want to bother with any of that, I can publish it under the label of Shared Visions Unlimited. But that's not our first recommendation or our first choice. Anyway, I think I'm going to leave that for now, and I'll probably come back and go into some of these things in more detail on Friday. We're going to talk about the conversion alchemy with Roy DeCan in North Carolina, and that's combining AI lead acquisition with email marketing mostly, and we'll talk about that. Anyway, that's I'm just going to come back up here. Yeah, anyway, there we go. So there was I hope you got a sense of the power of what you can do with mind mapping, and also some ideas about how you can go forward with creating your own courses and books. And if you need help with any of that at any stage, from the idea stage to even if you've got a book already written, ready to go, we can help with the editing and formatting, create a book cover, get it out there. So anyway, thank you very much for joining, and we'll talk to you soon.